everybody, here I am. It's Deborah, this is Bipolarline, but this one is the tutorial. We are calling it Painting for Pain. And this is only for my patrons, so hi guys! Big shout out to you and thanks again for being my patrons. I'm super duper absolutely fabulastically, I'm so grateful. I really am, I'm not kidding. I'm so grateful. So what I'm going to be doing exclusively for you guys is showing you various painting techniques that have a multitude of good things about them. This chair, for example, it's a bar stool. I painted it white simply because I had painted it and it was a mammoth mess. So I'm starting again, not a problem. But I want to teach you how to do all sorts of different ways, because when we are struggling, depressed, angry, whatever it is, it's great to just get creative. So if you don't want to go into your garden because you just hate gardening or you don't understand it or it's just irritating or the weather's crap, you can paint. I'm painting inside and I've already splattered paint on my settee. Oh well, the issue is not to care. The settee will have to go in, or I'll just paint the settee a color. That's me. So this is number one. I'm going to do one for you probably every second day, okay? And let me know what you think of them, what techniques you want me to teach you if I haven't already covered it, but there's a lot I'm going to cover. And the other nice thing about it is that once you've done a piece, and it doesn't have to be wood, it can be glass, it can be any medium at all, you can either keep it or you can give it away as a gift. So anything is possible. Let's get started. This is number one of our blending technique. Now when I paint, I just have fun. That's what we do, right? We have fun. So please don't think, I didn't do that right, it's now a mess. No, it's not a mess. It's your fun and you can always change it. It looks a bit odd that I'm doing this behind the chair. Alright then, let me start and I hope you love it. Let me know how it goes, how you feel. Alright my sweeties, let's start. I start off, I'm going to do this one in shades of blue, and I'm starting off with Sloan chalk paint. You can see it's nicely used. Sloan chalk paint called Napoleonic Blue. Napoleonic Blue, right, Napoleonic Blue. And my brush, I use that one. It's soft and it's easy, and also because of the fact that it's not too big, I've got paint on my hands because I was doing some stuff, I can paint this way as well. If your brush is too big, it can be difficult to maneuver when you're doing this blending thing. This would normally be, it's still a bit wet, but never mind, let's see what happens. Would normally just be wood, but yay, let's try. I've never done it like this. So let's start off with the blue. You've got to mix your Sloan paints quite well because they tend to be very, very thick, and you know, that's not easy. And you don't want to put water with them, because if you do, then you're going to have, just turn this baby off, such a bad thing. I'm sorry guys, hold on one moment. Alright, let me just turn it off. There we are. Okay, so then, here we go. So I put a bit of blue, take it up, and there we go. Now the mission, we're on a mission, is to blend the paint and make it look like, you know, one one colour just goes into the other. So there we go. Now what you also need, that's just, I'm going to do it like that. Just remember, I'm not following any specific book or theme or anything. I'm having fun. I'm painting for pain. Alright then, you need water. So I just use this bottle. And I wash my brush off quickly. And then what I have always is a rag. Mine's well used. Because when you've washed your brush off, what I do is I just dry it slightly with the rag. I'm not too fussed about, using different brushes for different things, and I couldn't be bothered. It's just too irritating. Alright, this is Annie Sloan chalk paint as well. It's a small one. You can always order these online, and the colour, the name has been rubbed off. I've had it for quite a while, but it's the purple blue kind of colours. And normally, this is very bad, I would put this onto a plate, but I don't. See, because I tend to do things differently, which is not always a good thing. Okay, so here we go. Now we start blending it in. And works quite well. I'm going to try and do this one quite quickly for you so that you don't sit for hours, but it's important that I just show you. So now if you see here, we have, I'll tilt this a little bit more for you. Here we have a blend that we don't have. Okay, here we've still got a color that looks like it just stopped. That's not what we want. That's got to blend. So that's what we're aiming for. So we'll take it up a little bit more. And remember also, guys, the heavier your hand, the more kind of clumpier your paint's going to look. So there are areas where you'll have to be quite like here, push it harder. And then there are other areas where you gently take it through. All right then, is that color. This one, also Annie Sloan. It's a lighter blue, as you can see. I don't have the name, I'm so sorry, and I should be putting it on a plate. Well, you know what should did. So here we have a much lighter blue, and this is going in line with, normally it's with that table that I showed you that I did. Normally it's not white underneath, so forgive me if I have absolutely no clue. But what had happened was, I think I told you in the beginning, but let's just blame the label that I've just told you we shouldn't have. I can't remember. So anyway, yeah, messed it up. So I just put white over it so that I could show you. So what I'm doing, what I tend to do really is just have fun. Move around and have fun. So I can't paint those fabulous little sunsets and stuff, so I don't even try. There we go. Alrighty. And then, you see I'm not even washing my brush in between these because I think this is this is also Annie Sloan. You can see how cool the colours are looking. This is more on the mauve, I think, side. It's hard for me to know, simply because it is. Because the names have long gone. Alright, so here we go. And why am I doing it here? I don't know. I just did. And I think for me, I love painting because it takes my mind off of a lot of stuff, or it helps me to concentrate on something I need to, but normally it just takes my mind off stuff that we don't need to think about. So you can give this a try, and you can do the blending technique on anything. glass, wood, whatever. You name it, you can do it. Alright, so there, now what I've done here is I've been very gentle, softly. So actually that white's quite nice underneath because it's showing. Now I am going to wash my brush off. I didn't wash it off between the blues because I felt, well, they're all same, aren't they? So here we go, brush, wash off, and back with the rag. There we go. I'm squeezing it. You can see there's still that color, but it's not coming off. It's fine. We can't get too precious about it. And I don't, you see, I wear an apron like this because I'm tactile. I don't wear gloves. And I tend to just wipe on my clothing. Okay, now I am going to do something quite different. I'm going to take a bit of red. Now this is not any Sloan. This is just called brick red. Because I feel that bringing in a color like red just gives it a boost. You can't just have this. It's a bit boring. So let's see how it goes. Now you see I should put it on a plate, but there's other ways, many ways to skin the cat. So there we go with the red, which is quite interesting. But now I'm going to have to really spread this red out, or it's going to look really horrifying. So I'll just do it like that. Okay, and I will be doing the sides of this chair off camera because it'll take too long and you guys will get annoyed. Okay, there we go. So let's do the red like that, and perhaps we'll do a little here. Hang on a seckie. Yeah, and you see I'm not waiting for the paint to dry. Normally I would, but for blending, no, it's easier just to, seems to kind of work better. If your paint is not dry and you just paint like that, then the colors, because they're wet, blend into each other. Okay, so that's kind of more red than I really wanted. So what shall I do? Well, in the spirit of mental illness, let's just see, hold on a sec. I might just get a red chair. No, I don't think so. Hold on a sec. Okay, there we go. So you see now, the more I paint it with a light hand, the more the red disappears, which is quite nice, but still it's too much red. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to wash my brush. And it's just a general kind of swishing of washing. It's not a big hectic deal. And I always dry it off like that with the rag because that kind of helps, just in case you... I'm going to take Annie Sloan orange. Okay? This is the paint. Now Annie Sloan's paint, if you haven't used it, is, as I said, very thick and can be quite a pain to get out, but that's okay. Alright, so the reason we don't need to use a lot of it is because, as you see, it spreads hectically. I don't know what you call that. I don't know the right words, but maybe you do, and you'll just give me in the comments that this is not going onto YouTube. This is just for you guys. Now, the reason I've done it like this is because what we're trying to do is, this is just like a little pop of color that's coming through the blues. So it just gives it character, you know. So we do it like that. And you can use any color you like. It doesn't matter. It's just go for it and have fun. Okay, so there I'm going to leave the orange like that for now. yes, it looks like there are pieces that just end, but I'll blend them in. Okay, there we go. Now, for a very interesting situation, this is called unicorn spit. Here we go. You can order it online. They have got the most incredible colors. And what this is it's a colorful gel stain glaze. So, and it is awesome. Trust me, check it out. So I should use the nozzle, but I'm not, so sorry about that. You got to be careful because it comes out kind of fast. And a little bit of this goes a long, probably got too much here, a long way, but it is my favorite. So we put it now, as you can see, I'm putting it round the sides because that helps me just remove some of it. But can you see now what's happening? The purple underneath is coming through. That's the red. Now we have this green, which is beautiful. I don't know who invented that name, unicorn spit. It's quite clever. But anyway, it reminds me of Game of Thrones last night. Oh, so excited. It was wonderful. I was screeching actually. So alrighty, so there we have it. So we take that, we do that. Now we think of a color that will work with this and look good. So you see here it's blending. So here I'm being very gentle. It's blending nicely. But here we can put some into our mauve. I mean, yeah, that's our blue. We can put some into the blue, like that. And see, there we go. Now I am going to use the purple. This is also unicorn spit purple, which is so fabulous, but this comes out quite fast. So in that event, I just use the brush slowly. Please don't let me down. Hold on. Okay, there we go. You don't need a heck of a lot. And okay, so I haven't washed my brush simply because it's kind of, I don't know, we're now going into the same colors. Here we have that. Don't worry about the edges, you can always do that another time. Right, so you see we've got some beautiful purple there. Now normally if there wasn't the white underneath, this would be more sort of in your face. And here you see it looks a bit dry. Let's put some there, but let's get even more clever. Here is unicorn spit orange. Now this is really, really pretty. And because of the red, I'm going to put it here to mix it in. Really bright, yeah? Now, when we've finished, it looks a little dry, yeah? I use wax to seal it, not a sealer. I used a sealant, as I showed you on the YouTube video, which was a bit, didn't work. So now we've got that side looking quite cool, and I think perhaps we put a bit here. Okay, so as you can see, I am just making the colors blend. And when you go for a completely different color, then it's important to wash your brush off. So in other words, if I now add red again, which I won't, I would need to wash simply because well, actually the orange and the red, not really, but you know, you see how you go. We have to paint for fun. We cannot paint, you know, because it's like so important that we get it right. I don't think you can really do that. So normally you wouldn't have this white here, and I will do you one with just the wood. But I don't know, I think the white's pretty cool. So there we have that. Now there's one more color of hers, which is a little bit of the unicorn spit, and it's that. It's one heck of a bright blue. And I'm thinking to put it, this really runs out. The other day I was using this and I emptied almost half the bottle. Silly child. So here we can put some blue in there. Okay. And straight after that we can put a little purple. Oh, come on. Archie, come, Archie, come, Archie, come. Ah, there. Right. Now what's happening is we are blending up like 5 different colors. And the reason I've gone over the orange here is because for me personally there's too much of it. So, but as I go over it, some more pops through somewhere else. So let's see how it goes here. Okay, can you see what's happening? The only thing I'm not happy with here is the white coming through. Bit of a pain. Don't want that. Go away. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so that bit of orange is really nice, but we need to blend it into the kind of teal. Like this. Now normally I would wait for this to dry and then come back in with it, but I just want to give you, I'm just giving you the gist of blending your paints. Alright, so now this is sticking out, so that's no good. And you go through it, and remember, you could always change. You don't have to stay with what you've got. So let's say, for example, let's play a bit. This is blue, stupid white is coming through. Okay, so I've taken some blue, the Annie Sloan blue, the Napoleonic blue, and you put a little bit more on over there. Okay, remember with your Annie Sloan paint you have to mix it like mad. Now you see I use my hands because I'm tactile. Pick something up, problem, and I try sort it out. They're water based, so feels lovely. So you just wash your hands with soap and water. It comes off, and I wipe it on. Right, so there we have. See, now I can take the blue back in. Pretty cool. So we're staying with the blue kind of feel, and then we need. Which color do you think? I think the purple. Wouldn't that be cool? So there we go. It's blending in. That's cool. There we go. And a little purple. Then I'm going to give you a rest. So this is just because I'm just trying to show you how it can work. So So the purple, I should put all my colours on a plate, and I never do. So, hold on a sec. Oh, I'm such a bad oy vey. Okay, there, quite a lot. Alright then, so then, the purple can go over the blue. It actually is quite pretty. You see there? And then I told you earlier, I can use the brush that way, which is exactly what I'm doing. Now I'm noticing that this over here is hold on, we need to mix. And they have got, I will order so many more colors, because when I ordered these from Annie Sloan and the Unicorn Spit, it was really just to try it out. But I've had them for ages, and they've now brought out some fantastic colors. And so I'll be ordering those. And I like to age furniture and as well, so if you do, let me know. I'll be doing some tutorials on that as well. Super cool fun. Now, okay, if I could speed this up, I would. Told you that, but I can't, so what to do. And I would even sing to you, but YouTube doesn't allow it because of copyright. I mean, can you even imagine? Okay, so a little bit of purple there, which then breaks down the brightness of the orange. Okay. And the reason I do my brush like that way is because the paint's sitting there and it's best to use it. Alright, there we go. Right, now the only thing that here that we have a problem with, guys, is the fact that underneath is white and that's coming through, but I don't know if that's so bad. Basically this is just to teach you how to blend, so I think this shows you kind of how it works. And I'm let you have a love and leave you now, let you try. And you can use any water-based paint. You don't have to use Annie Sloan. In fact, Annie Sloan paint is actually quite expensive. So I'm starting to go towards just simple acrylic paints. So you can do the same thing. I also find personally that the Annie Sloan paint it's too thick. It doesn't run, and you can't use it on teak because the color bleeds through. The teak, sorry, bleeds through, so that doesn't help. Okay, and there we go. Now what's happening here, as you can see, is because I have the white, okay, it's starting to cover my other colors, which is also fun because we are getting a blend. I tend to overblend, which is sometimes not so good, but it's all about having some fun. Okay, what I'm going to do is now give you guys a break, because I've basically shown you how to do this. When it's dry, I will come back in and finish it off, but this is basically what you do. Alright, so you blend what you want to do is you don't want some piece to just kind of stop, and you've got to be very, very light on your hands when you try and stop that from happening. Oh, there's a bit of white, so let's just say we love white when white wasn't supposed to be part of it. And there we go. Now, just for fun, it looks pretty cool, I think. Let's see, can you see it? I hope it doesn't look like a freaking mess. Okay, hold on. Okay, the other one looked much better, I might tell you, but as I say, I made mistakes. It's fine. We start again. Okay, what I'm going to do is let this one dry overnight, and tomorrow I'm going to finish it with you, or I might finish it off camera and just show you what I did, because blending, I need to put more color in here. It's not coming out quite right. It's not the end of the world. That's what's so cool with painting, is you can just fix it up, you know. It's not a big deal. And you might enjoy it, letting color right in the middle. Right, so this has become, instead of blue, it's become more of a orangey kind of thing. But yeah, you see that goes brown. That's a bit disgusting. Okay, hold on. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Okay, so I could go on the whole day. I love it. Alrighty then. If you could see what my house looks like with paint splatters. Okay, I'll just quickly. No, I'm going to use the purple. I'm going to quickly do this, and then I'm going to stop it. I just want to see something, because it's gone a bit brown. I'm going to wash the brush just slightly, and look at the colors. Okay. And then I'm going to take this purple and try and bring it back to the blues that we're supposed to be using. Now normally it would be that much purple, but no, I use too much. So what do you do then? So you don't get rid of it or throw it away. You move it to other areas. Now that's better. It's not so brown. So you see how you can just blend the colors together. That. And I think I told you, when we finish, we seal it with wax, not sealant, like wood sealant. See, some brown, some purple, oh, damn it, some orange came through. Ah! Now I'm going to, you see, it goes brown again because, alright guys, that's it. I'm not going to drive you insane. That is the basic technique of our blending, yeah? Which means, while your colors are wet, blend into each other, and then once they're dry, you go over them and you can add accents of, I'm going to leave this like this because it's a long video. Hope you've got a glass of wine or a beer or a cup of tea or coffee. It's always a good idea before you start watching one of my videos. They kind of tend to go on. Alright then, I'm leaving it like that. Now, it isn't finished bending down. It looks like a little bit of a mess, which I had. So, okay, don't worry. That's the basic technique of blending. What I will do when this is dry, I'll come in with similar colors. In fact, maybe I'll film it, maybe not. I don't want to keep you too long. But I'll put accents of gold and you know, here and there, just to brighten it up. You know what, it looks messy because of the fact that these pieces are just ending. You see, now if I do that, you are welcome to just turn it off if you're getting irritated. I'm just trying to show you something. You see, I'm doing this looking on the camera. I'm not even looking at the pen. Now that's better. Now we start finding a blend. Right. Ha ha. Should have looked at the camera from the beginning. Right, there we go. And this little piece that hasn't blended at all, bit sad, needs to be sorted out. So what I'll do is there we go, it's a nice colour. Oh, it's not bad. Oh, there we go, not bad at all. So there we go, that's really pretty. And let me know what you think. And as I say, when it's dry, I'll come back in with some other little accents of colour. But the blending part, this first part, is done. Okay, there we go. Really nice. I hope you loved it, and I will be back with you. I'm going to move this stool. I'll be back with you tomorrow, and of course we would continue and do the legs, but not to, that takes a long time. People speed up their tutorials. I don't know how to do that. So remember, loads of different techniques, not just this. So when this dries, I will sort it out, either on camera or off, we'll see. But let me know how you feel about this and what you've learned and if it's helped. And please do a piece, take your breadboard and paint that. Alright then, I will see you soon, and thank you so much once again for being my patrons. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'll speak to you soon. I'll see you soon. Cheers.